up,
Hey,
dog?
so that was Zell. Welcome to our podcast. Both of them are drunk except for me, so Ice and Zell.
Yo, yo,
Uh,
yo!
introduce yourselves. There you go.
Go ahead, Zal, you first.
Yeah.
Save the best for last, you know.
What up, dogs? This is Zelly Deli to the
So,
Zelly Ellie. What's up?
Yo, yo,
Yeah,
all
yo.
right.
take
It's Ice. You know me from before, you know me now. It's me.
Okay, so hi everyone, I'm Siren. This is our first podcast. As you can tell, both of them are extremely drunk.
Quite.
And today, this is gonna be our, first podcast, first drunk podcast, whatever. I'm fucked up. You're gonna find out why. Let's
That's
get
what's gonna
started.
happen. First of all, our theme today is basically revolving around bedtime. And we're not talking about actual bedtime. We're talking about a
We ain't
person.
going to sleep tonight.
Nah, nah, nah. We're talking about a person by the name of bedtime. Now, I'm sure all of you have had a bedtime person, especially you cougars out there. So tell me, Shannon, how was your bedtime experience today? Or any day?
No dick was involved.
Oh, that's fucked.
Turns out this bedtime has a bedtime, literally. We've had to deal with Siren and bedtime for a while now.
We've all had to deal with bad times at one
But
point
we've
in
all
our
had
lives.
horrible people. And one of the horrible people this episode is bedtime. Now, bedtime does not know how to show real affection, does not know how to be around when he should be. Bedtime is your worst kind of boyfriend. What do you think, Zelly Deli?
I think bedtime needs to be and act his age, which is 5 years old, because apparently I did not know that 16-year-olds have bedtimes. I did not know that.
I sure
I'm
didn't
very
when I was
sorry.
16.
When I was 16, I was out. I was out with friends, and I came home whenever the fuck I wanted. I don't know how. Like, my mind is still reeling at the fact that this nigga has an actual bedtime. Like, I can't. And the fact is that Siren is one of the best people you can imagine. For him to not even care or check or even give her the affection and time that she needed. Like we all need time, affection and love. Yet he was too busy. How can a 16-year-old
Be too busy.
boy be too busy? I'm sorry. If a vagina is involved, she's
You know
older
what?
than him.
You know what? I'm gonna
Like,
play the support, even though I really don't want to, because, he broke up with me today. But I'm gonna be the support for
he
his
He's
side.
fucking
she's
broke up
No,
with
no,
actually
her
no,
today.
no.
Siren right now is going to be devil's advocate for us.
Yep,
So let her be
yep.
devil's advocate and let us tear her
I'm gonna be
down
the
when she's
devil's
done.
advocate. So he told me that he has honors classes to do. He has work to do at his father's
Yeah,
whatever the hell he says
work
it
and
is.
shit.
And also he has extracurricular things, but mm,
I mean, when it comes down to it, let's really talk about bedtime. He has work, he has school, he has all this stuff. Oh, what? But also he has time to play Roblox. Now, if you guys don't know what Roblox is, I'm gonna inform you right now. It's an online virtual world game where you pretend to be a little block person and talk to other people.
Sounds like a 5-year-old.
Not only does this bedtime have time for Roblox, but he also has time to message other people when he supposedly lost his phone in a different state. So,
No, 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 no,
no,
no.
no,
Can I,
no,
can
no,
I,
no,
can
no,
I,
no,
can
no,
I
no,
cut
no,
it?
no,
No, no,
no.
no. Can I cut
Nope,
in one
nope,
second?
nope.
Can I cut in 1 second? The fact that he said he lost his phone, yet he messages Siren on a tablet 2 days
Oh
later,
my god.
I find that
Hold up. Hold up.
hilarious.
Hold up. Hold up. I'm being devil's advocate again. For the past 3 weeks, I would message him twice a day, ask him, yo, how are you doing? He wouldn't answer. And then I'd see him, texting in group chats, and, I'm in it, so I
how is
see
this
him, but it's like,
devil? Please explain to me how
yep.
this is devil's advocate. Because right now you were saying that he didn't talk to you, but he did talk to people in group chat.
No, I'm trying to explain the
Okay.
situation because, that happened, and then recently 3 days ago, I messaged him saying, I want, more attention. And he was okay with it. And then I said, lately I've been worrying that you don't care about me. And then he said,
I'm
"Oh,
sure you
well."
don't care.
He said, "Oh,
I'm sure
well,
you
I
don't
can't."
care.
I'm like, "I just want some reassurance sometimes." And he's like, "Oh, well, I can't babysit and work at the same time." Now,
Hold up, wait a
now,
minute,
now, no,
rewind.
now, now,
Did he
now,
call
hold
you?
up, hold up.
I'm
I'm explaining
sorry,
this.
you're
Shut the.
babysitting him.
So that happened. And then I'm just explaining what has been going on, what has been pissing me off. But the next day, I didn't message him back after he was like a little bye. I'm like, okay, well, go fuck yourself. The next day, I'm messaging him a bunch of shit, and I completely like regret what I said. So for 2 days, I was freaking out. Yesterday, I called him like a million times on his phone. He didn't answer. Then I call him once on Skype. He answers immediately and tells me that he lost his phone in another state because he was at this meeting with his father and there was an after party or something. At least he told me before that even happened that he was going to that thing. So I believe that it's likely that he did lose it because he hasn't been messaging the group for like since he lost it.
Yeah, but he definitely did not lose it at a party after his dad's job. He is 16 years old, and if he's at the same party as his father, there is an issue. We know damn well this 16-year-old child who has a bedtime did not go to that party. So maybe he got it stolen at school because we all know he's not rich and he went nowhere. Because during the time he was at this place with his father, he was able to message the gosh darn group and
Group.
not
I
message
think
you.
So,
I
like,
think we can all agree that either way he didn't have his phone and he did not get my messages. Because if he did get my messages, he would have like reacted immediately, and I would have been like gone like 2 days ago.
he's 5. He has no time to react immediately.
She's absolutely correct. He has no time to be like, "Oh, she doesn't want to be with me. Oh wait. No, she wants to be with me, but I'm not doing the No, he doesn't care.
He doesn't fucking
Bedtime
care.
has a bedtime. That's all it is.
Yup.
He has a bedtime. He has school. He's busy. All that stuff. But that doesn't matter because he was able to speak to the people in the group chat. He was able to play Roblox. Bedtime didn't give a fuck, and now we should not give a fuck about bedtime. And I'm sure our fans will agree, Siren, that you can
Preach.
do better than bedtime. Am I wrong?
Nah.
No,
You
I'm
ain't
just
wrong.
saying you can do better. So screw
I bet
bedtime.
you his
That's it.
dick little.
Everyone was saying that. Let me just mention that the entire
oh my
world
god,
was talking about the inches of his dick today. Bedtimes, first of all, Bedtime had a thing where he wanted to talk about how his arms were 12 inches.
15.
12, 15 inches.
For
15
a
inches.
16-year-old?
15 inches is longer than my hand, okay? 15 inches. My arm doesn't even reach above my hand. So that doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
It
Right?
doesn't. Unless
So,
he's fucking
and
30.
then he tried to say that he has an 8 to 9 inch. But let's all remember that this person, this bedtime, is 16 years old and he doesn't have a life. Alright? So he has
Apparently.
to make things up to make up for the longness he has been without his entire life.
Exactly. The
I'm gonna be devil's advocate
shortcomings.
yet again. How do we know that he's not lying? Or that he is lying? Yeah.
We don't.
He's
We
fucking
don't.
lying.
We
Exactly.
don't know, but I'm going to be honest with you, and I'm sure everyone else is going to be. Fine, we don't have the proof. But let's think psychologically, let's think literally. If someone is taking themselves, sitting in front of someone else and saying, "I have a big dick, but I'm not going to show you it." Even though
Right.
you've
Oh
done
yes,
other
yes.
things,
Oh yes.
I
Listen up, viewers. I showed him my tits and he didn't even show me anything under his neck.
exactly.
Yeah.
Mic drop.
Ooh. Ooh.
Exactly.
Whiplash.
Let's be real. This dude, this nigga, whatever you guys want to call him,
If you can't back it up, why say it? Hey.
exactly. He led this whole thing on to as far as he could take it, and then dumped the best person in the fucking world. So
Aww.
screw this kid.
Because he has no time for the relationship. You're fucking 16, yo! You have plenty of time. You have your whole life ahead of you. What the
Word.
fuck do you mean by you have no time to deal with bullshit?
Now,
Please,
in the
spare me.
honesty of us being drunk, and don't take this as literal as we've made it today,
Literal.
literal as we've made it today, but we are serious when it comes to people. As much as, yes, that person was underage. Yes, that person was not, doesn't know what he wants when he wants it yet. At 16, you're basically 14. Okay, fine, whatever. He still
Let
took
me
the
stop you right there.
time.
He knew what he wanted because he still took the time to message this girl and let her on. Like what?
That's very true.
Nah, nah. He knew what he wanted.
They're not
He
that far
got what he
apart.
wanted, and then he dipped like a real immature little child.
Very
As soon
true.
as he got as soon as he got the titties,
As
he
soon
already
as he got
seen
those
what he had
titties.
to see. So like he dipped after the
Mhm.
He did
titties,
dip after the titties.
and then don't want to back up his story about his 8 to 9 inches.
The
Bitch,
moral of this
where?
story is don't show your titties until you've seen that dick. Okay?
Facts.
Woo!
Yep.
Make sure
Okay.
you
Preach.
send that dick
Preach.
pic.
We're all so fucking drunk right now, and I'm like drunk on depression, and you're both of you are drunk on
Stop.
actual alcohol.
Siren, go,
My
okay.
quote is 18-year-old girls just like me, don't date anyone that's younger than you. Just
No.
don't do it. Their maturity level is nowhere near yours. You have to
Agreeable.
realize that even if they are extremely charming, and you got to be careful because they are like if you go anywhere under 16, that's not good. That means you're probably a pedophile. But go for someone at your age, go for someone who's maybe 2, 3, 4 years older than you. That seems like a good gap. Maybe they might be like
Like that
on the
dick.
same level as you. That's my long ass quote
And what's your
advice
quote,
thing.
Zelly, Deli?
Like that long ass dick. Oh, girls, girls, what can I say to you guys right now? All I can say is that if a guy says he has an 8 to 9 inch penis at 16 years old, proof, proof. I need
Proof!
the
Let me
proof.
see! Send me a picture! I need to see
Or
this,
my nigga, like,
please!
Treat your loved ones with care and appreciate them, and because you never know like what's gonna happen, you might lose them.
Cosmic Queens will be posting sober podcasts. It just happens that our
yo,
we
first
but
might do, we might
podcast,
do
our first
might do drunk
podcast,
podcasts sometimes.
we're gonna have drunk podcasts at times.
oh my
Everyone
god.
have a good night. I hope you enjoyed this podcast. Cosmic Queens are here to stay.
Shoot for the
Cosmic
stars.
Queen, bitches. Follow, subscribe. Make sure to tune in for our next podcast.
Oh
Love
my
you
god, this
guys.
bitch
Stay
is
safe.
drunk.
Have a good night, everyone.